G'day TBU fans, I am ElectricStorm252 or Jack, and now we're bringing you the top 5 plays of the week. So in these videos I'll be presenting you, in my opinion, what were the most important plays in the match, or which ones I felt were the most interesting to look at. So without further ado, we will begin, but I will say these are highly opinionated, especially in this week, so keep that in mind. Post your top 5 in the comment section below, and we will get on to number 5. Number 5, the double switch from Hyperia into Jolteon during the match between the Live Wurmple FC and the Highland Houndoons. It is very hard to gauge how important this turn is in the grand scheme of the match, as since Rotom goes down so early in the match, it is unknown if this does affect the end result. However, even if the Rotom didn't do much during the match if it was alive, the double switch was an amazing prediction on Richie's part and definitely deserves to be number 5. Number 4, the switch from Greninja into the Tangela during the match between the Golden State Dragons and the Slovenian Arcanines. Now, much like number 5, we don't know how much of an impact this turn makes on the grand scheme of the battle, as it eventually leads into a timeout with Greninja still being alive, but didn't do much. However, this is still an impressive prediction on Anima's part, as Xenon could have either gone for the Outrage, predicting the switch, or the E-Speed, predicting Anima to stay in. Now, both of those were very viable options, but Anima eventually made the right call by switching into Tangela and to take the E-Speed. Number 3, staying in with Slowking on the match between the Blastburn Rovers and the Bristol City Fletchlings. Now, unlike the other 2 plays on this list, this is not a prediction, more just a play that Kyle had to do to solidify the win against Eric. Now, Kyle had his Slowking in against Eric's Chansey, and he also had a Hariyama in the back, and Eric had a Klawitza. Now, some players would want to switch into Hariyama to negate the Star War that will come between Slowking and Chansey, and to completely destroy the Chansey. However, Kyle saw this as an opportunity for Eric to be able to have a chance of winning by being able to switch into Klawitza and either kill something or do massive damage to the Slowking if he switches back into Slowking. So predicting this, he stays in with Slowking, as Eric does indeed switch out into his Klawitza. Kyle then just lets Klawitza kill the Slowking, putting Eric into checkmate, where no matter what happens, there is no possible way that he can win. And that is why this is number 3. Number 2, Swords dancing on the Mega Venusaur during the match between the Twin Leaf Tyrants and the Swishkers. Mega Venusaur is an incredibly hard mon to break down, especially with thick fat. So how do you do it, you ask? You hit it with an incredibly powerful move. Now, Weavile normally cannot break through Mega Venusaur, however after an SD it most certainly can. But how does Weavile get an SD on a Mega Venusaur? You predict its synthesis, that is. Josh predicted the synthesis on the Mega Venusaur and SD'd with his Weavile. This completely changed the match, as the entire match was in Lorenzo's favour, and now it suddenly switched to Josh's favour, allowing him to do massive damage to the Mega Venusaur. This is an incredibly important turn of the match, as Mega Venusaur could have walled the remaining mons on Josh's team very easily. Managing to get it to the point where Conqueror can kill it, allow Josh to come back with the victory, and that is why that is number 2. Number 1, the plays between the Ambipom and the Sylveon during the match between the Welshons and the LA Galuxray. These turns don't particularly decide the winner of the match. However, what they do is make the Welshons much more afraid, as they lose security and differential. However, what makes this a truly memorable series of events is the amazing plays that Gabriel made. Now, as stated earlier, it was Sylveon against the Ambipom, and Freedomion guessed that the Ambipom would pack Gunk Shot, so he just sacked off his Sylveon, hoping to get a wish if he did live. However, seeing as how the Ambipom went for Return and not Gunk Shot, he thought that maybe it didn't have it, so he went for Protect, and after that the Ambipom used Knockoff. So he completely bought into the fact that the Ambipom did not have Gunk Shot, but on Return 3, Ambipom used Gunk Shot and destroyed the Sylveon. This completely came out of left field and was an amazing prediction on Gabriel's part. The first turn was predicting the Empoleon to come in. However, the second turn was not, and was just there to hopefully bluff against the Gunk Shot. This was an amazing series of plays, and these are the types of things I would hope to make if I was in a Pokemon battle. So that was my top 5 plays of the week. Now, this is my first ever analysis session, so please, if you could give me feedback, that would be great. And remember, post your top 5 in the comments section below. I've been Jack. Hope to see you guys next week.